Hey y'all, grown black folks talk. Back out on the climb. Out here eating blackberries and lily pillies in the park today, but I had to make sure that I stopped because when I made my video on the beginning of The Way of Cain, I was pretty much sure that this is probably going to destroy the channel. It's so grim and horrible a thing to have to say. But I left it 737 subscribers and got up today and looked. I said, oh, wait, whoa. Y'all not only went through 750, y'all jumped on out to 780 pre-Thanksgiving thank yous. Thank you for trusting me enough to want to continue to go on this journey of thinking and discussing and understanding the problems and looking for solutions. And, doing jailbreak out of bad situations. Thank you for trusting me. I don't take any of that for granted. I know I got a bunch of comments as well. I'll catch up on those this evening. Since, we're at the weekend now, basically. What I hope that we can do in 2023 is I did a lot of content this year. I remember the first video I did of this nature was, I don't know who this is for, but Get Out Now. I've met a lot of the people for whom that video was for. And I notice I'm still saying the same thing. But where are we going? Hopefully into a 2023 where we find our way to the places that we need to be. I hope that with all that is going on in the world, that the taste of foolishness will be firmly slapped out of your mouth for Christmas. I hope that any addiction to drama that you may have, it will be slapped out of your mouth before the end of 2022. Because in 2023, there's a lot of opportunity available, but there's also going to be a lot of reckoning. It's inevitable. I was watching today how a particular political figure is sort of scrambling legally because he's running out of room to maneuver. And when you talk about how the mighty have fallen, so if it happened to him, it can happen to any of us. You only can court. Hold on. You only can play around. You can only mess around for so long before you find out. And I'm hoping that the adventures of various people that we have presented on this channel will encourage you to stop engaging with people who are on that journey. Because 2023 is going to have a lot of opportunity. I've been listening to a lot of people in finance that I respect. Yes, the recession is grim. It's grim for many people. But all of those people have something in common. They did not know how to prepare to live like an investor and a business person. And therefore, if you're relying on earned income only to get you through inflation, and if you don't understand how to run a profitable business and you don't understand how to have some investments on the side, you're always going to get beat up. It is what it is. But in the meantime, the bottom of a recession is actually if you can. But see, it's like things you have to prepare for in advance. If you have extra, you can begin to set the foundations to prosper. Because rich people make their money. Robert Kiyosaki was the first person I read who said this. The rich make their money when they buy, not when they sell. So a lot of people out here like, great, I'm glad it's down. Let me snap up everything I can. But you have to have cash on hand and you have to have disposable income. And that's not the situation for a lot of us. But I've mentioned channels like JT Automations, Black Women Making Money. I'll put some of these in the description to this video. 2023 is going to be a time in which if you keep on messing around, you will find out. But it also could be a time of tremendous opportunity. It depends on what you choose to focus on. So for the 780 of you that have chosen to make this journey, sometimes I will do what I am called to do and put out a stern warning. I still have a video that I'm sitting here thinking about we've all heard the story about pearls before swine, but there's a lot of things missing that we don't understand how serious that is. Many of us have heard of the parable of the sower, but we don't understand how serious that is. If God, for the sake of argument, with the best message, tells his people that you just don't put that out everywhere because you're going to get killed if you do it, for no reason, I'm not talking about martyrdom. I'm talking about keeping on trying to convince people that want evil to accept good when they don't want it. it's much more. Those parables are much deeper than the American mind can grasp because we don't study about other cultures. Those videos will continue to come along. But I also want us to talk about, okay, now that we have decided to step away from the foolishness, where are we going? As we go into 2023, if we give up on communities that we see are failing, and well, where are we going? If we are, some of you I know, are on your divestment journey, well, where are you going? And how will you know when you get there? And what kind of people will you find? And what do you need to plan to find? Since if y'all paid any attention to the news, y'all heard about these shootings? It wasn't black men that did that. Since if you don't go thoughtfully, you don't find the same messed up people who are just as destructive. The beginning and the way of Cain is not something that is locked down to one person. This is an attitude of life of people wanting their own way, and then when it's not working, they killing those that they feel are more favored than they are. This is common human behavior. You have to really have discernment. So where are we going? What should we be looking for? These are the conversations that I want to have more with you in 2023. Thank you for choosing to be with me. Pre-Thanksgiving, thank you to all 780 subscribers. Those of you who are new and those of you who have chosen to remain with me on the journey. I'm going to keep trucking as long as I'm able to keep trucking. There's a lot going on. You may not see me as much. My parents are continuing to get older. I got to put a little bit more time into helping them manage the things they need to manage. And I've got some big opportunities out there for me that take a great deal of my time as well, that I have to put time into managing. So I've got to get on to those things. But hey, when I come to you, I will always seek to have something to come to you of value. That's always going to be the plan. So, earbud, I don't need you to be doing that. Thank you. I'll always seek to have something of value to bring to you to assist you on your way. We do not come over here to waste time. Also, if you have listened this far, now that we have close to 1,000 subscribers, I am giving some thought to occasionally doing live shows. And I would like to know what you as a subscriber base would like to think about that. No promises. Those of you who know me as moderator for Themis and Thought already know. That's going to be a tight environment. But I hope that we can, if I were to do that, I'd like to have people who actually have something to bring to the table that will bless us. But, it's also going to be people that are going to be very unhappy because they're going to see if they can tip over and they're going to get put out on day one. So, it's just like, I know I'm probably frustrate a whole lot of people. But if I do go to the live environment, again, I want to bring people on that can talk about issues in a way that can provide us solutions, provide us way forward. As we go into a new year, we want to go into a new year having new opportunities and things to work on. If you've listened to this long, also check my community page. Microsoft.com has started a new startup hub, and it's on my community page. I'll put it in the description here too. For those of you that have a business idea and you also have a LinkedIn, this is available to you at no charge. I would say I'm going to go in and check it out when I get home. Because if all you need is an idea to get in the gate, I think I got some ideas. Anyhow, y'all have a good day. Have a good Thanksgiving. I might get a Thanksgiving morning romp in tomorrow. See, it depends on how I feel. It is kind of that week of the month, so I have to be kind to my body. Another thing, as we go into these holidays, honor your reality. If people are making you sick, stop dealing with it. Whenever you go into a company of people now, you're essentially risking your life to be there. COVID-19 is no joke. Don't be bullied into doing things this year or next year that are no good for you. It's okay to leave some foolishness around in 2022. Now, I'm not trying to mess up anybody's holiday gathering, but remember how I said a long time ago, I don't know who this is for, but get out now? Way back in the year, in the winter of this year. I'm still saying it. I just want to put some more time in next year into where are we going to get out now. All right, again, thank you to my 780 subscribers, old and new. And we're going to continue the journey. All right, y'all have a good day. Goodbye.